Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors and salutations to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom to you, Akim, and you, Akwaf, also you children that believe on this word. This is your brother Kalak Har of GMS Northwest, coming back at you with a quick one. This is from End Times Headlines. Trump ordering review to identify, punish, and deport anti-Semites, including students on visas.
Can you send me a copy of the schedule on Friday?
President Trump is anticipated to issue an executive order on Wednesday mandating all federal agents to identify both civil and criminal authorities available to address anti-Semitism. This includes exploring methods to deport anti-Jewish activists who have violated laws as reported by the Post. The executive order requires agency and department leaders to submit their recommendation to the White House within 60 days. Furthermore, it outlines a strategy for the Justice Department to investigate pro-Hamas graffiti and acts of intimidation, particularly on college campuses, as detailed in a document associated with the order. It says the order specifically calls for the deportation of recent aliens, which encompass students holding visas who have breached laws during anti-Israel protests and that interrupted following the terrorist attacks in Israel on October 7th. With subsequently promoting an invasion of Gaza, according to the document reviewed by the Post. It says, additionally, six House Republican-led committees recently published a report advocating for increased federal action to combat anti-Semitism, including the conditions of federal aid to colleges to enforce stricter policies anti-Jewish bias. The Biden State Department of Homeland Security stonewalled records requests about the number of visa holders among those protesters, the House GOP reporter said. Trump, as a candidate, called for deporting pro-Hamas students who are in the U.S. on visas, and last week signed a different executive order that seemed to hint at steps towards that goal. It says the order contained a passage that called for the U.S. to ensure that admitted aliens and aliens otherwise already present in the United States did not support designated foreign terrorists, though he intended effect of the wording was not immediately clear. So you see it. You're talking about them small hats. You might get hemmed up, But hey, we know that was coming, man. We know that's coming. It's labeled that those that have visas and whatnot, but we know it's going to come down to us that's on the street corners. You various different camps and even GMS. Even though we have the 100% truth, we like to say that faithfully, truthfully, sincerely. We say we got 100% truth, and we have in our mind that the Lord is going to protect us, when this devil starts to move in like a flood. Nevertheless, let's just get this real quick. Isaiah 10:1, it said, in the NLT, it said, what sorrow awaits the unjust judges and those who issue unfair laws. They deprive the poor of justice and deny the rights of the needy among my people. They prey on widows and take advantage of orphans. Yeah, and this is what Esau Edom doing. Here is we bringing the truth out of the Bible, and they don't like that because it's condemning them. Hey, the phone had a chime on that. It's condemning them, and they don't want that. Especially Trump, he don't want that in America. They want this golden age of America to come back and thrive, but that's not going to happen. And this is not going to deter us from going out in the streets. Now, if they roll up and say, hey, you can't do this anymore, pick another spot, then, hey, we just go preach the word at another spot. But nevertheless, let's see if we can get some more out of this. Slovakia, I guess there's no more. Oh, here we go. It will be New York Post. Let's see what this video's got to say. Let's wait until the ad is over with. If they even let us see it. President Trump signed an executive order Wednesday instructing federal agencies to identify all civil and criminal authorities available to combat anti-Semitism, including finding ways to deport anti-Jewish activists who violate laws. So are we not anti? I don't know what's wrong with this video, man. But yeah, this devil, look at him. Take a good look at him. Because he's still coming with great wrath. He just gave up immunity to those police officers and whatnot. But yeah, all we doing is just teaching the truth, man. That's all we can do. Because this is a spiritual war, so you fight this with the spirit. Our weapons of warfare is not carnal, so it's nothing we can pick up, or we can just pick up the Bible and speak out of it. So if we get, put to death, thrown in jail, hey, don't the scriptures say that? It should place some of you in jail. What was it? Slovakia. Is it 2? Slovakia, bear with me. Yeah, it's 2. Slovakia, I thought it was 3 and 9. This is Revelation 2 and verse 9. It says, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. Who is it talking about? It's talking about you Israelites. You're rich in faith. But I know the blasphemy of them which they say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. And that's going into our own people. It's going into the small hats as well, but it's going into our own people. They claim to be, Israel, but they do everything that's opposite. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Wait, the devil? I thought the devil was a man in a red suit with pitchhorns and a fork. It's talking about this actual devil is a man. This deceiver shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So that's what we're fighting for. If we have to go to that guillotine, because look, don't the scriptures say I saw someone that was beheaded for the testimony of Yahushua? So if we have to go to that guillotine, we're going to have to be faithful unto death. It says, Slovakia. I know it was a 19. Slovakia. I don't know why I can't be headed. Oh, it was in 20. Hey, this is Revelation 20:1. It says, and I saw an angel come down from heaven, having a key to the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And who's that angel? That's Yahweh Shah. And what's the bottomless pit? It's the Europe, you know. That great chain in his hand. He laid hold on that dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. And that's going into pushing the, into the Caucasus Mountains. And it says, and he cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more till that 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loose for a little season. And after that Renaissance era, he came out, he came out of those caves. And he says, and I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that was beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High, which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their forehead or in their hands. And they live and reign with Hamashiach 1,000 years. So we know that's coming. To some of us, that believe. This is something you have to think about. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to be saved. I'm saved. No, what if the Lord puts you in that situation where you have to go through this and I didn't know I had to go through this, and you fold it and say, give me the mark. So you got to meditate on what you're going to, what's there to say, what you got to be like, fuck that mark. I ain't taking that. You can cut my head off. The last thing you say is motherfucker, and they cut your head off. Bow. So this is something you will, be headed, and we know that's that guillotine. Well, hey, didn't they order 30,000 guillotines? Don't they got concentration camps being built up? Don't they got all of these things coming to pass? So it's getting closer and closer. And there's no time to pussyfoot it now. No time to sugarfoot it now, But, I just had to, get up on that and, hope you was edified. Watch out, Alchemists. The time is coming. Well, I hope you was edified. I hope you got something out of this. Hope to see you on the next video. Lord willing, shalom.